Mm. Where were we actually? Where it came? I don't know where it has come. How this has ended up. No, actually, this is not the thing you are reading. Reading. Does anybody know where I stopped?
Let me check, Prabhuji, in the yesterday's video.
That's okay. Who is poor? Who is hungry? There is one place where I stopped. I remember that. But if I see that, I will
It's
remember.
in between the page.
I don't know. Somehow this came into picture. I opened it in a very nice way. It is there. Okay, I'll do one thing. We were reading in this section. Where is this section? We are not reading highest welfare work. Spiritual campuses on America? No, not yet there, I think. Mm. In spiritual communism, we are in?
No, Prabhu, not here.
Which one then?
I forgot that line, Prabhu, but we were in the middle of the topic actually.
Which topic? Working with democracy strategies to take over the world immediately.
Prabhuji, 17th chapter. Distinct movement. And because the recording does not show pages, the paragraph in between is devotees are automatically vegetarians.
Yes. Here,
That's the line.
effect of spreading
Distinct
and
movement.
this
Yes, Prabhuji.
distinct movement.
Correct. If you can go to the next pages. Devotees are automatically vegetarians is the line where we stopped. Yes, Prabhu. Here we stopped.
Of course, Srila Prabhupada wanted. Yeah, of course we have to read. Now I remember.
Yes, Prabhu.
That's what I was thinking. It's so long. Where did it go? How did it go? Okay, Shyam Swarup Prabhu, you can read. Of course. Where is that? Of course. No, where is? Yes, of course.
Prabhu, please let me know if there is any noise, Prabhu, from my end. Are
Yes,
you
there
hearing?
was noise. There was so much of speaking in your house, I think.
No, Prabhu, I'm not in house. Some work is going on, so I thought. But here
Okay,
also.
I will read. I will read for some time. Then you can choose a place where you can read peacefully. Okay.
Okay, Prabhu. Okay, Prabhu.
So we'll start reading. Thank you for joining in the online reading session. Om Jnanadivinandasya Jnananjana Shalakya Chakshurunastamiya Tasmai Shri Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimade Bhakti Vikas Swami Namani Vishnu Padaya Krishna जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासति गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण। हरे राम 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 हरे 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 मकम कारति वाचाल मंगलमयाति कुरुवे गौरचंद्र राधिकाय तदारे कृष्ण ईशाय सुवदने लक्ष्मी जैसे यस्यास्ते हृदय समृतं न सर्वं यस्य देवी परा भक्तिर्यथा देवी तथा गुरु तस्यैते कविता यथा प्रकाशन्ते महत् योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मार्च मां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्य किल शक्तिधरस्वतां ज्ञां च हस्तचरणश्रवम् प्राणानमो भगवते पुरुषाय निज गुरु हरिवाण्या कृष्ण चित्तो परितपुत्र गेहानंद संसार कुपा प्रवचन सुखा okay okay Karthik ji, you can read.
Yes, Prabhu. Of course, Srila Prabhupada wanted to stop meat eating and slaughterhouses. Yet, he suggested, with the specific reference to the Western countries, that it could be possible by prasada propaganda. Then they will stop voluntarily. While accepting vegetarianism to be good, Srila Prabhupada was uninterested in promoting all such partially good things. Regarding the vegetarian movement, practically we are not very much interested with such partial movements. We have taken the supreme sublime movement, Krishna consciousness, which includes all other subordinate movements. Although we are not interested in the vegetarian movement, but because we eat Krishna Prasad, we are already vegetarian. So any good thing all over the world may be brought before us, and we can say that we have already accepted it. That is the position of Krishna consciousness. Krishna consciousness is all including. Just like if a man has got $1 million, so $10, $20, $50, $500, or $5,000, everything is included in that $1 million. We have accepted something which is all including. So don't worry about this vegetarian movement. If they are not inclined to understand what is Krishna consciousness, we have no quarrel either with the vegetarian or non-vegetarian, because according to Bhagavad Gita, both of them are sinful. Prabhuji, did we read this yesterday? I think we have completed this.
We have to read from here, as
Okay.
Srila Prabhupada often pointed out. Here.
Okay, Prabhuji. As Srila Prabhupada often pointed out, before the publication of the Bhagavad Gita as it is, hundreds of versions of Gita existed in the West, but none had created a pure devotee of Krishna, whereas his edition created thousands of devotees. In 1973, Srila Prabhupada wrote, "This spiritual association offered by our ISKCON movement is increasing day by day. Many people from different parts of the world are joining the society to awaken their dormant Krishna consciousness." Opposite to this, when in 1976, Srila Prabhupada was asked, is the Krishna movement still growing? He tellingly replied, "It must grow. If it is good, there must be customers. And if it is bad, it is cheating. There may be some customers for some time. Then it will be finished." Part 6, Societal Perspectives and Initiatives.
This is where the crux of all things are going to come, and it will be very, very hot topics, all these things.
Very
Oh, see. Oh.
heavy topic, right?
It's not,
Condemnation
the
of.
proper Maharaj will, this particular topic, I know. Maharaj particularly said, and I have seen also before the book came. Maharaj is like, I also did this when we were sorting out what and not what. So, civilization, just this word civilization, modern civilization. So, Maharaj is, like, put everything, this soul killing civilization, cow killing civilization.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Actually, if anybody reads, he will say that this is just Prabhupada's book, and how Maharaj is. And the people are so unfortunate, devotees are so unfortunate that they are not able to access these books. Actually, we should distribute these books more and more and more and more and more. Can you imagine?
Yes,
We
Prabhuji.
have Bhagavad Gita book. Actually, every time whenever I go for book distribution, people say that they have the book. Every time they say this, they have Bhagavad Gita, but very, 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 very few people have read it.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Very, like, those who read it will definitely become devotees. Because they are not reading it, they are not becoming devotees. There was a survey done by ILS, ISKCON Leadership Sangha. It happened in 2000. I remember 2016. The first time ILS Leadership Sangha happened in Mayapur. And at that time, they did a survey among all the leaders in ISKCON. They called all the leaders for the Leadership Sangha. First time, everybody came. And the devotee who was organizing this, he asked to the all the leaders who came for the leadership sangha, that how many devotees have read all of Prabhupada's books. Hmm? And some devotees raised their hands. Okay. And he asked how many have read Chaitanya Charitamrita and Bhagavatam. Few people raised their hands. How many of you have read Bhagavatam fully? Very few people read it. How many have read Bhagavad Gita? Very few people. And there are many, many devotees since 20, 30 years, they have not read any books of Prabhupada.
Very.
They have not read any books of Prabhupada. They don't know what is there. They speak out of their mental platform. I know a devotee, he's from Ritvik camp. He came all the way to Bhimavaram to
Mm-hmm.
attend he's the Telugu guy, he belongs to that, his relative, somebody, he came to our temple. And by his attire, I can know that for sure he was Ritvik. But I didn't mention to him. But over a period of time, I mentioned later. But see, he is preaching in MIT in Boston.
Oh, Massachusetts.
In Massachusetts Institute of Technology, and they're having various clubs in there. And he's the Ritvik Temple, Boston. They're having one temple, so he's the temple president over there. Small boy, short. He's just a young chap, just 25 years old. And he's like, he used to work in US, and then he joined temple, and he's there. And I asked, he then somehow I couldn't control myself, and I put forward to him about Ritvikism and all these things. And the way he argued, I was sensing that he didn't read Prabhupada's books. Then I asked him, did you read any Prabhupada's books? Uh, he said that, yeah, long back here and there, I read few pages. That's what he said. And
Very.
he's heading such a big temple over there. He's having clubs who is running. His name also is there with me. And he said that I have never read Bhagavad Gita in my life, Prabhupada's Bhagavad Gita. There are so many devotees like that. They never read Bhagavad Gita.
I think they follow the Macmillan's version of Bhagavad Gita by Prabhupada.
Even Macmillan, I asked him. Even there are so many. They are so busy in their services. There's so many book distributors nowadays. They never read any of Bhagavad Gita Prabhupada's book because they don't have time. See, I'll tell you, they don't have even time to chant Hare Krishna. They can't sit and chant 16 rounds. Even even by moving around, they can't chant. It's very difficult. They would have taken the book long back, they would have read. It is like that. You can ask any devotee. These kirtaniyas, they go all around the world. Do you think they are reading Prabhupada's books? They never read. Most of them never. I keep a benefit of doubt. Of course, we should not blame them. But if you read Prabhupada's books, you cannot speak profound wisdom from the gurus. You can't say this word. One fellow, he is a Kirtaniya, famous Kirtaniya. When a question was asked, instead of telling we are to speak from Guru Sadhu Shastra and from Prabhupada's books, he is telling from the profound wisdom of gurus. He's telling this one. What nonsense! His name is there, Das Samdas. He is a famous Kirtaniya. He is being asked questions. He is famous. The garlands are being put. He is saying profound wisdom of. Who will say this one? This rascal Sadguru says like this. Profound wisdom of
That word is used by him. Yes.
gurus. What nonsense is this? He's saying profound wisdom of this like just like this. Our Gaga Gorgopal is saying that we were never who is great. We were always seekers. This is typical Sadguru
Sadguru
saying.
language. Yes,
This
Prabhuji.
is Sadguru language.
That
अरे
makes
आप
sense.
आपका आपका आपके आपके सिर में क्या सांड का गंध भरा हुआ है क्या? You are having the dung of the ox. The bull dung is useless. Cow dung is useful. Bull dung is no. If you touch bull dung, you have to take bath.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Bhaktivinoda Thakur used to say that bull dung is filled among the people of modern civilization. Okay, anyhow, Prabhupada is going to, Maharaj is going to write. Okay, read.
Condemnation of modern civilization. Modern civilization is a condemned civilization that must be stopped, declared Srila Prabhupada, who was unique among Vaishnava acharyas in lambasting and attempting to overhaul the completely bewildered material civilization. He explained why it is condemned. Any civilization not based on Brahminical culture or guided by Brahmanas is certainly a condemned civilization. At the present moment, the killing of cows, the killing of children, which is abortion, is going on unrestrictedly, and therefore this civilization is not at all human, and those who are conducting this condemned civilization are uncivilized asuras. Never enamored by the supposed advancement of modern society, Srila Prabhupada, as early as 1936, identified it as an intellectual animalism. Throwing of bombs from airplanes is no advancement of civilization from the primitive, uncivilized practice of dropping big stones on the heads of enemies from the tops of hills. Improvement of the art of killing our neighbors by means of machine guns and poisonous gases is certainly no advancement from primitive barbarism, which prided itself on its art of killing by bows and arrows. Nor does the development of a sense of pampered selfishness prove anything more than intellectual animalism. True human civilization is very different from all these states, pointing out that the actual criterion
1 second.
of
I just wanted, I was thinking that where could be this whole thing which Prabhupada wrote, because 1936. If I am not wrong, I want to see the reference. Before that, I want to just guess it. Do you know where is, can you guess where is this quote from Prabhupada is writing all these things? Can you guess? Any guesses? Anybody? In 1936, Prabhupada as early as an intellectual animal, where could be this from?
science of self-realization.
He wrote in
No,
Bhakti also, right, Prabhu?
No, this is from, I think so, it is from Renunciation Through Wisdom. What is the Sword of Knowledge? There was one book. I think so. I just want to see. Oh, this is Science of Self-Realization. Okay. But, yeah. Okay. I never knew the Science of Self-Realization is having this one. Oh, I think it is first presented as a speech in 19. I think this is from the old Back to Godhead magazine also, I think. No?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. Okay, continue.
Pointing out that the actual criterion of advancement of civilization is whether the people are educated and advanced on the path of salvation. Srila Prabhupada analyzed the symptoms of why contemporary civilization is not really civilization at all. What is this advancement of civilization? Is it civilization? No sober man, no intelligent man, all cats and dogs, thieves, rogues. Is that civilization? It is not civilization. Such a foolish, rascal civilization is going on in the name of advancement. No protection for women, no protection for children, no respect for Brahminical culture. It is animal civilization, polished animals, that's all. It is not civilization. At the present moment, education means you learn technology and how to earn money, and after earning money, you spend it for sense gratification, eating meat, wine, going to brothel, prostitutes. This is modern civilization. It is animal civilization, polished animals. It is not civilization.
Okay,
Absolutely
one
right.
thing I want to just tell you, there was a book called Sword of Knowledge previously. I think devotees remember. That book actually in the communist government in Bengal, that was banned. When that was banned, so ISKCON they published it in the name of renunciation through wisdom. You heard of this book, Renunciation through Wisdom?
No, brother.
Oh, there is a very beautiful book, Prabhupada. This all contains articles of Prabhupada before, the old articles. Everything is put in a very, systematic way. I think it is done by Bhakti Charu Maharaj. So it is very beautifully designed. From first chapter itself. Because the Sword of Knowledge, it had the cover of Kalki Avatar. It's there, Gyan Ki Talwar. In Hindi, there's a book called Gyan Ki Talwar. In Telugu, that book is called as Jnana Khadgam. In the Tamil BTG article, a series of articles, Sri Prabhu printed, that was called as Gyanaval. Shyam Sarup Prabhu, you remember? No, you don't remember it. Okay. So it used to be there like this. Gyanaval, Jnana Khadgam, or Sword of Knowledge. All these things were there in that. Okay.
You are not civilized so long as you are eating meat. You are dogs and cats and tigers, that's all. The tiger may be a very strong animal, but nobody will say the tiger is civilized. Some of Srila Prabhupada's descriptions of today's so-called civilization. Oh, now, now this is the real thing, Prabhuji.
See, Prabhu, now the nectar begins. See, now Maharaj is going to point out everything from all Prabhupada's books, and nobody can escape.
Yes,
Actually,
Prabhuji.
see, bro, I'll tell you, this particular description of modern civilization will work for the next 4 lakh 72,000, 4 lakh 27,000 years.
Yes, Prabhuji. 4 like 27.
Not just 10,000 years. This particular description, whatever we read, everybody, whoever is vexed of this, get out of this modern civilization, can relate about this. Of course,
Yes,
who is
Prabhuji.
enamored, that we can't help him. But whoever wants to get out of this and want to see somebody will speak the truth, they're hankering. अरे भाई कोई तो है जो सत्य बोलेगा. Then they will understand from Prabhupada's books. Oh,
Yes, Prabhuji.
this is what I wanted to know. Somebody is speaking the truth. Everybody is telling you work hard very nicely. Sadhguru is saying, why you think of purpose of life? One who enjoys life to the fullest extent, he never thinks of purpose of life. अरे उसके मुंह पे you have to push cow dung in his mouth, fellow. Okay, so Prabhu, I want to read.
Sure, sure.
Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhu. Some of Srila Prabhupada's descriptions of today's so-called civilization: misdirected civilization, ignorant civilization, very misleading civilization, civilization of darkness, blind civilization, soul-killing civilization, brain-killing civilization, dangerous civilization, rubbish civilization, foolish civilization, nonsense civilization, insane, crazy civilization, most ludicrous civilization, most crude civilization, greatest harmful civilization, all a set of thieves, rogues, rascal civilization, asuric civilization, demonic civilization, Rakshasa civilization, Hiranyakashipu civilization, demoralized type of civilization designed by the demonic principled leaders, killing civilization, mother killing civilization, referring to mass cow slaughter, vicious civilization, vagina leaking civilization, ant hill civilization, referring to skyscrapers, uh, animal civilization. There is a famous house by the name called Ant Ant Hill. You know anybody's name?
Yes, Prabhuji. Antilla.
Huh?
Antilla.
Who is
Antilla.
that?
Ambani. Ambani's house.
This comes from this one. We should tell the Ambani. Hog civilization, doggish civilization, polished cats and dogs, bestial civilization, royal edition of animals, less than animalistic civilization, worse than animals. Over? That's all. Oh. A colossal hoax in the name of civilization, a decorated dead body. Without Krishna consciousness, civilization is but a decorated dead body. A dead body may be decorated very nicely, but without consciousness, such decoration, such decorations are useless. Animal society without Krishna consciousness is useless and lifeless. Overall, the modern materialistic civilization is just the opposite of the ideal civilization. It is a wrong type of civilization, a demonic civilization which can only result in misery. The materialistic advancement of civilization is called the civilization of the demons, which ultimately ends in wars and scarcity. This is a civilization of Duskritina, means mischief monger. Therefore, they must suffer, and asuras are being created. Civilization means a restriction. Unrestricted life means cats and dogs. Laws are meant for restriction and they are meant for the human society, not for cats and dogs. Why is the legislative assembly there? Why are the cars going right and left? It is meant for civilized person, not for cats and dogs. So civilization means restriction. A dog can have sex on the street, but you cannot have. That is the restriction. That is restriction because you are civilized. Civilized means restriction. The more you restrict, the more you become civilized. Otherwise, you remain animals. Contemporary civilization is not fit to be known as such because it stands on the pillars of sinful life. As soon as these are removed, the whole civilization will be finished. Srila Prabhupada. It is death blow to the modern civilization. No drinking, no intoxication, no meat eating, no gambling, no illicit sex. Their whole civilization is finished because they stand on these four pillars. Krishna Kanti. We must present a better civilization. Srila Prabhupada. Yes, not better or best, the civilization. Okay, it's very good. It's not better or best. This is the civilization. That's all. Everything is all false, cheating. I don't think anybody is preaching like this nowadays to the devotees. Those to the people even in general lectures, nobody will say like this. Nobody says. All lectures are now filled with all katha stories, very beautiful, very nicely feel good lectures. Noting that at the present moment in this age of Kali, the hog civilization is spread very widely. Srila Prabhupada often elaborated on why mankind today on the level of hogs and other animals. Real life means to minimize bodily activities so that you can save time for spiritual understanding. The present civilization based on bodily concept of life is animal life. It is not civilized life. Modern life is not at all civilized. Civilized life mein tathato brahma jigyasa. When one is advanced so much that he inquires about the spirit soul, But there is no such inquiry. Like the cats and dogs, they can inquire what is spirit soul. We are all eternal, just like in this body, beginning from my mother's womb to the old age, to this old age. I am the same spirit soul, but my body is changing. So after changing this body also, I shall be living in this body. But there is no disease, no old age. So if I am eternal, how is it possible to get an eternal body or eternal happiness? That is the problem of human society. If you can solve that problem, then you can be proud of your civilization. Otherwise, there is no difference between the cats and dogs civilization and your civilization, because you're simply trying to solve the problems of eating, sleeping, defending, and mating. But these problems are already solved by nature's law. Everyone is working like animal. I remember once I told in one lecture like this, everybody is working like animal. That devotee came to me and told, please Prabhu, never give this particular line to anybody. Please don't speak this. He told me, he warned me. Don't want to hear this from you again. This everybody is working like animals. They're working like donkeys. You should not say Prabhu. So please speak responsibly. He's saying like that, as if by pampering them, he's going to speak responsibly. Uh, of course, we will not speak egoistically, but we have lived a life of animals. Krishna changed our life by giving Bhagavad Gita, and we have to speak that people are living like animals. Uh, why? Because why people don't want to speak like this? Because they want to get the favor of the people. They think that if we speak like this, we will become unfavorable among the words of the people. Already we have read what is Vox Populi. So this is what they want. Public opinion is more important than. That's why you see nowadays, even in wedding, even among devotees' wedding, there is a pre-wedding shoot. Even among devotees, there is a pre-wedding shoot, and the day before the wedding, they have one particular program wherein they dance. Even devotees, I have a devotees, like, I don't want to say where who is doing it. There are prominent leaders. They dance for the karmi songs. They are devotees children, devotees are there. Even in that, some, like, I don't want to say the names of gurus also, that they are dancing for Bollywood, Tollywood, and some Tamil, Telugu, and Hindi songs. They are dancing for the songs, and the next day they wear Vaishnava dress. Sannyasis are coming, devotees are coming, and they present. They cut a profile as if they are very great devotees, and they are, very nicely, very nicely sitting for. And then again the next day reception, and fully the dancing for the karmi songs. What is that song? Lungi dance, lungi dance. These all songs are going on. There's a whole video about that. And there's so many devotees. And these devotees, they sit on the Vyasasana, they speak big, big things about so many things. And when you see that video, you'll never think, what kind of devotees are they? Are they devotees? What is this? They're dancing for lungi dance. Huh? Lungi dance. They're famous songs, all Bollywood songs, they're dancing. And they cut a profile. And they are singers. They are kirtaniyas. And this is what rascaldom going on all over the world in ISKCON nowadays. They have a public life different. They have a private life different. I'm very sorry for this. Of course, even some of my godbrothers are also there in that. I don't want to say their names. There's no question of perfection of life. The animal propensity is eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. Everyone is engaged like animals. They have no other business. Just like animals, hogs, dogs, whole day and night working. Where is stool? Where is stool? And as soon as he gets some stool, where is sex? Where is sex? No consideration of mother or sister. That is hog's life. So Islam is like that. It is full of hog's life. No consideration of mother or sister. Human life is meant for understanding what I am and what is God. What is my relationship with God? That is the real purpose of human life. Otherwise, where is food? Where is shelter? Where is service? Where is sex? These are the inquiries of animals only. The hog is also inquiring, where is stool? Very stool, very stool. The stool eater is also working hard, very stool. Do you think that is a very credible task to work hard day and night for finding out stool? That is hog's business. At the present moment, civilization is going on. Where is food? Where is apartment? Where is sex? And where is defense? These are the inquiries of animals. These are also there. Sorry, they are also searching. Where is food? Where is shelter? Where is sex? And where is defense? Ahara nidra vahemaithunam cha samanyametat pashubhir nararam. Hitopadesha 25. The human life is meant for inquiring. Where is God? That is human life, not where is tool. That is hog's business. So we should not encourage this. We should not encourage this hog civilization ever. Hog civilization is to work hard day and night to find out where is food, where is shelter, where is sex, where is defense. Wrong type of civilization. The human civilization means where is Brahman, the absolute truth. Tato Brahma Jityasa. That is Vedanta Sutra. Where is God? What I am? What am I? Sense gratification is there among the hogs and dogs, but human life is not meant for that. Human life is meant for tapasya, tapodivyam, austerity, so that you can stop your repetition of birth and death, come to your eternal life, enjoy a blissful eternal life of knowledge. That is the aim of life. Not that he is thinking, if I get the life of a dog, I will have no restriction of my sex life on the street. You remember Prabhupada said in one lecture, Prabhupada was giving lecture. After the lecture, one person asked, Swamiji, if I take birth as dog, is there sex in the next life? As something is asked, is there sex in hell or sex? Something Prabhupada was asked. I don't remember clearly. He is thinking that is advancement, and they are coming gradually to that advancement. This is the position. They do not believe in the next life. And what to speak of cats and dogs' life? Never mind, everything is very dark. Therefore, unless we take to Krishna consciousness moment, human civilization is doomed. Yes. Nobody will say this particular line in the lectures. It is not human civilization. Human civilization is responsible life. We are very pessimistic. And our conclusion, anyone who is not Krishna conscious, they are dogs, hogs, camels, asses. That's all. No brain, animal. Animal has got brain. How to eat, how to sleep, how to have sex. So these people have got brain for that purpose only. That is animal life. Actually, they do not know what the aim of life is. Why people should be educated. Why human society should be organized. They do not know. Bhirarthamaninaha. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 7, Chapter 5, Text 31. Enamored by these big buildings. Oh, we are enamored by the big buildings. Oh, they are so advanced. And naturally, when the common man comes to a European or American city, he says, oh, Americans are so rich. Rich means they have piled up stones and bricks. That's all. That is the richness. Wow, this I never told. I should repeat this. Common man think that this pile of bricks and stone is real civilization. Heaps of stones and bricks. Is this the emblem of civilization? In Rome, they have also piled like that. Now they have gone. Where they have gone? Why they left? Why were they obliged to leave? That nobody is questioning. And if he has got a different body, if he is living in that house as cats and dogs and rats and ants, then what is the benefit he has derived? Okay, Prabhu. Bhakti Siddhanta Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam. After a long time you have come. Thank you for gracing us.
Hare Krishna. For 10 days you were for Vyas Puja. After that I wanted to join.
After that we started. So
yes, I couldn't join. Then there was a gap. Yes, Prabhu.
No problem. Thank you for coming. At least late better than never.
Hare Krishna. Prabhu,
Please,
like
Prabhu,
you were saying, nobody will say such things in their lectures. But some of our God brothers, I know they are saying sometimes like this in their lectures. And they are no more invited to give lectures in those venues or those temples. So that's also another problem.
See, Prabhu, that's why we have to create our own brand, Prabhu. See, Prabhu, nobody will invite us. It depends on how you create your brand. See, some people know how to cut a profile of becoming a brand, but see, the thing is that in the verge of becoming very heavy, we are losing. If we lose our reputation, then that heaviness, just like Guru Maharaj, just like Maharaj, Bhakti Vikas Maharaj, he is invited everywhere. Of course, he is also not invited in some of the temples, even in United States. You know, I think
Correct. I know.
you
Right.
know more than me. You know, I
No,
am
no, no.
nothing. You know, I
No, no.
just
You
came now.
know. No. That's a joke.
So the
Okay.
point is that even Guru Maharaj is not invited. So what to speak of their God brothers? So the my point is that see, Prabhu, now there are so many avenues. Okay, previously they were used to call invite in the temples, but we have so much of plethora of social media, and there's so many devotees sitting. There's so many devotees. They never visited any temple. There are whole devotees. They only attend online lectures. They're chanting 16 rounds, and they go to yatras. They don't much associate with many temples, and they are doing very good, very beautifully. They are doing it. There's so many devotees I know. You know, the whole Krishna Smaran Prabhu's like, you know, whole thing. They never associate with any temples.
Okay.
You know, they have very good. They never even the unless and until that devotees they go to a particular college or somewhere. Unless and until you are a devotee associating again and again, they will tell you Hare Krishna Prabhuji, and you will think, how does he know about Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, and all? And if we inquire, then they will come up. And I have seen so many devotees. They are chanting 16 rounds. They are very good grihasthas, very good, beautiful devotees. They know philosophy very nicely. But they are following very nicely. I know a boy in Atlanta. He is he comes to the temple, just he associates and goes. That's all. Though nobody knows he chants 16 rounds. He just doesn't exhibit. But I asked him, where did you know? Then some Vishakhapatnam, somewhere, some Krishna Smaran Prabhu's follower, he gave in some college, something, and they are doing it very nicely, Prabhu.
Okay. Okay, bro.
So it depends on how you create your brand, Prabhu. So if
Okay.
you are see, the thing is that, okay, see, now the thing is that some devotees, they may not invite. But over a period of time, devotees develop that knack or tactfulness how to speak. And we have our temples, we have so much of social media, we have so many things. But unfortunately, we are busy with our projects and all those things. But I can understand. But
So, Prabhu, you know
um,
what they have done? They have made their own centers, and through their own centers, they are preaching.
yeah, that is the only way you can do
Correct.
what you can do.
Correct. Correct. Right.
Yeah.
Okay,
It is,
bro.
see, Prabhu, as Chanakya Pandit says, the straight trees are first cut, not the creepers.
Correct. Correct. Hmm.
So, straight trees, one who speaks very straightforwardly, he will be cut. Nothing
Hmm.
can be done.
Hmm.
Just like Guru Maharaj said, that in social media is like, you know, so many people are speaking so many things, it's going on. But you speak as I speak, and you put on the social media platform, and whoever is interested, whoever is pure, they will see and they will come. Because just because people are interested, just like Sabyasachi Prabhu, just like Keshavananda Prabhu and Gokul Chandra Prabhu, and some of the devotees, they speak, they're still, Keshwanand Prabhu's lectures are admired by all devotees, although he's not part of ISKCON at all. But there's so many brahmacharis, there's so many grihasthas, even they follow him over a period of time on the social media. they
Correct.
they,
Correct.
they are following.
Yes. Yes.
He has a
Even
greater
Gokul Chandra
following.
Prabhu. Gokul Chandra Prabhu also, his lectures are, also very appreciable. Yes. Any.
Because now he is busy with his project, but otherwise he's not into all those social media and all those things. But I have seen, but whenever he gives lecture, those lectures are all famous. And
Right.
Sabyasachi Prabhu, he's famous. His lectures are
Right.
there. See,
Yes.
they are not doing for becoming famous, nor they are putting money
Correct.
for becoming famous. They are
Correct.
not after these SEOs and all those things to put money, how to, what is that SEO? I forgot the full form. Optimization. They are not into that, TRP ratings and all these things. We will speak. We are not like Pranavananda or Gauranga Darshan that we will become famous, because our things are because Guru Maharaj has ingrained us into that. But we can't speak, Prabhu. We can't. I'm telling you,
Correct.
our devotees cannot become famous. I will give you in writing.
Right, right, correct, correct,
And we
correct.
don't want that.
Right, right,
We
right.
are
Yeah.
happy with what we are speaking, what Krishna consciousness is fine. We don't want to, we don't want to pamper people with our this one. We will speak as it is, what is given to speak.
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay, Prabhu, please.
The human race has descended to the qualitative status of the dogs, who are habituated to barking as soon as they come upon another set of dogs who happen to hail from another quarter. We cannot conceive of a greater degradation of the human being than when he is apt to raise a hue and cry as soon as he sees another human being who does not happen to belong to his quarter or his religious denomination. He raises this hue and cry as if he had been faced with a trigger or with a tiger or a wolf. Without transcendental knowledge, the human race has actually become no more than the tigers and the wolves. Modern civilization is brainless and violently animal like. Simply fools eating meat and becoming like a tiger and a dog. A tiger may be very strong, but what brain has he got? No brain. For brain, there must be a Brahmana. Satya, Shama, Dama, Titiksha. He must be qualified. A tiger may attack me and kill me. He is very strong, but that does not mean he has got a better brain than me. The modern civilization is making tigers. How he can be bodily strong and kill others and discover the atomic bomb. They are busy only on these things. In summary, this sense gratification civilization means animal civilization. A little polished, that's all. At the present moment, especially, all animals may be very well dressed, most uncivilized, two-legged animals. Harishori Das recounted that Srila Prabhupada strongly denounced the defective, cultureless modern civilization, comparing it to a society of pigs, because the pig has no discrimination in the matter of eating and having sex. They eat anything and have sex even with their immediate relatives. A misdirected civilization. Frequently, in his writings and verbal exchanges, often several times a day, Srila Prabhupada pointed out the underlying error of materialistic life. The human being is endowed with a higher, advanced stage of consciousness for getting relief from the existence of material miseries. But due to his ignorance, he thinks that his higher consciousness is meant for advancing in the material comforts of life. Thus, his intelligence is misused in the animal propensities, eating, sleeping, defending, and mating, instead of spiritual realization. The foolish civilization has developed on the basis of this error. A foolish civilization neglects to teach people how to rise to the platform of Bhakti Yoga. Without Krishna consciousness, a person is no better than a hog or dog. People are being educated and trained to work very hard for sense gratification, and there is no sublime aim in life. A man travels to earn his livelihood, leaving home early in the morning, catching a local train, and being packed in a compartment. He has to stand for an hour or two in order to reach his place of business. Then again, he takes a bus to get to the office. At the office, he works hard from 9 to 5. Then he takes 2 or 3 hours to return home. After eating, he has sex and goes to sleep. For all this hardship, his only happiness is a little sex. This is all
Okay.
Prabhupada's words. Right? There's a
Prabhu,
reference there. Yeah.
actually, this is from fifth canto of Bhagavatam, if I'm not wrong. Yes, this is
Yeah.
from fifth canto, fifth chapter. This
Yes.
is for the first verse, Nayam Deha Deha Vajam Niloke, that particular shloka.
Correct.
So the point is that I remember reading it for the first time in Prabhupada's books, and I was like I was like, this gave me impetus. I remember hearing Prabhupada's lecture that it gave me impetus. Come on, what is this?
Mm.
People are doing like this every whole, and who in the world, if they read this one, will not change their heart? But the
Correct.
only problem is that we don't want to tell this to the people.
Mm.
We want to keep it in the books of Prabhupada. That's all. It is there in Prabhupada's books, but never people are being told to read all these things. And it is like it is like and if anybody, even if he is working hard for 10 years, 20 years, definitely this will give him impetus for joining farm community, forget, अरे यार छोड़ दो, क्या करेंगे इतना सारा करके, तो चलते
Mm.
हैं ना, क्या है. At
Correct.
least he will
Correct.
live a life of, he will go to his hometown, grow some food, maybe his village, grow some food and eat, instead of going to, he may not go to farm community, but he will go to his village. Better go to our village, better go to our forefathers place, and just be there, simply chant Hare Krishna, preach to the local people, instead of, otherwise Christianity, Islam is getting increasing in the villages and all.
True. True.
This is what
Yes.
you think.
Very true.
And this is in Prabhupada's books,
Yes.
you know.
Yes. It's all there. Yes. It's all from there.
Yes,
Very
Prabhu.
much. Those words also in the previous paragraphs, cats, dogs, camels, and asses, is all Prabhupada's words. Yeah. Mm.
Yes.
An incisive summary of this whole syndrome. Modern civilization is a patchwork of activities meant to cover the perpetual miseries of material existence.
I
Srila
think this
Prabhupada
is from Sanskrit. I think this is from Ishopanishad. Okay. Yes, bro.
Srila Prabhupada particularly disparaged the modern advancement of civilization as being based on the activities of the senses, or in other words, it is a civilization of sense gratification. The completely bewildered material civilization is wrongly directed toward the fulfillment of desires in sense gratification. In such civilization, in all spheres of life, the ultimate end is sense gratification. In politics, social service, altruism, philanthropy, and ultimately in religion, or even in salvation, the very same tint of sense gratification is ever increasingly predominant. He often referred to the so called advancement of civilization, which he saw as the root cause of all irreligiosities. It is a civilization of ignorance. They do not know what is what. Simple speculating, wasting time, talking all nonsense. An adult's fairyland. As Srila Prabhupada once said, pointing to the skyscrapers in Oakland, California. Without knowledge of the presence of God in every living entity, any so called advancement of human civilization, either spiritual or material, is to be understood as being in the mode of ignorance.
All right, Prabhu, once again,
Yes,
I want to
Prabhu.
just here, um, you see this, Prabhupada is writing the so-called advancement of self, which is, he saw the root cause of all religiosities. And it is the civilization of it. They do not simply waste, speculating, wasting time, talking all nonsense. Now, see, the thing is, you said the devotees were invited and they were given classes, but somehow because they speak so strongly that they are not invited again. See, the thing is that Guru Maharaj spoke about this, the change or the trend of devotees, how the mentality of devotees is being changed. During Prabhupada's time, everybody used to speak like this. During
Correct.
Prabhupada's time, I mean, Prabhupada, because Prabhupada spoke like that, and everybody, that it's not that. Because every time they hear only all these things, Prabhupada is again and again selling. And they, where did they get from? They get from Prabhupada, Brahmananda Prabhu,
Correct.
all the
Correct.
sannyasis, all the devotees, brahmachari, whoever joined, they only were told that this is a modern civilization. These were books were there, Prabhupada used to speak, and these get into the head of devotees so much so that they, like, there is a video of Prabhupada, you can see, there's a black and white video of a Mataji, whose his mother is like a modern Australian woman, and this Mataji is like a wearing veil on the top of her head, and she's telling, what is the use of this modern civilization? We have to go back, come back to Godhead. And there's a video of that. You can see on the YouTube, it is there. My point is that they were so much into it that they don't want to be associated with modern civilization at all, whatever. So they want to join the temple, whatever, either it is a grahastha or a brahmaji or a mataji or a prabhuji. They don't want to associate with outside. But when this congregation preaching came into picture among the devotees, then some of the brahmacharis, they thought that, some of the leaders, they changed in such a way that we can practice Krishna consciousness even being outside. There is no problem. But once that came, slowly, that ozone layer depletion, the depletion of preaching went in such a way, to that extent, that the heaviness, because we become so heavy that people used to get bound out. That heavy, that 80s, 90s and all, people, devotees used to burn people, even devotees, even among devotees, even the devotees who newly come, it went to such an extent that people were just getting fried. They were thinking that this devotee is just burning me out. These words came into picture, the frying, this is so heavy, he's so heavy, Prabhu. And then it went to so extreme that the sannyasis were unable to keep up with their vows, and they were falling down. And slowly, what had happened at one point of time, ISKCON thought that no, we should not become so heavy. And then it went to so extreme now that they went to the other extreme. So much compassion. These words are used: compassion, inclusiveness, outreaching, sharing, caring. All these words have come into picture. Why? Because now the situation is like, we want to use everything in Krishna's service. That is what is the whole mood. Why are you saying this is not good, that is not good, Prabhu? We have to use everything in Krishna's service. But what is happening is that we are wasting time in simply because this WhatsApp messages among the devotees, of course, like, in 2020, it became so rampage that people were only and they were like, everybody used to come to the temple, everybody used to come to the lectures. I remember Atma Tattva Prabhu, once he did one particular way of some comedy type of thing. Everybody used to come for lectures in Mayapur. Everybody used to come. Over a period of time, this FM came into picture. You know, this FM, telecasting the lectures on FM. And what happened is that devotees used to hear the lectures in their houses in FM. What he did once, that one day he came for lectures, few people came. Next time when he gave lectures, some reduced, again reduced, and it reduced so much so that next time onwards, what he did, he recorded lecture and he placed on the Vyasasan. He recorded the lecture and placed on the Vyasasan, and he didn't come for the lecture. And the whole lecture went as if he is speaking. And then he was asked, why did you do like this? Then he said, any of people are going to hear from the recorded lecture. I'm recording and putting it. What is the point?
Correct.
He did like this. So the thing is that now we are trying to engage every. See, now अभी युक्त वैराग्य का भूत इतना चढ़ गया कि हम उसमें से we are slipping and getting to. See, so many devotees fall down because of the smartphone. So many devotees have fallen down because of the because of pornography, because of so many things, just because of the phone, just because of modern technology. So many devotees, just because of electricity. Just remember. So many brahmacharis we lost, so many sannyasis we lost. Just because, see, it is just nonsense. See, now devotees are sharing everything. It has become so easy that any lecture, any lecture given, they're just forwarding, they're doing. But none of the lectures everybody has heard fully sitting in one lecture. Nobody has time. Just shots have come. They will think that if I hear one short lecture, that WhatsApp message, some quote, some coming, that is what they are reading nowadays.
Correct. But Prabhu, I
Cover
think
to
what you
cover.
said, yeah.
Yes, Prabhu.
I think what you also said initially, that devotees should know how to present and they should know how to create their brand. Not that
Mm,
you reach that level where you are not able to then get opportunity to preach also.
mm,
That's very
yes.
important what you said. And I know many devotees, many god brothers who do that very well also.
Mm.
Yeah, they are able to manage it very well. Krishna has mercy, they are gifted. Yeah.
Yes, Prabhu. So, whatever, nevertheless, see, Prabhu, our thing is very, like, His Holiness Bhakti Vikas Maharaj, whatever he is speaking, it's very difficult to digest in the modern day and age. And Maharaj said many, many times that it is tough to be a disciple of Bhakti Vikas Maharaj. So, when
Correct.
one
Yes.
becomes a disciple of his
Yeah.
Maharaj disciple, then he has to speak all these things. He cannot get away with all these things. And when Maharaj was proposed for life coaching, NLP, and all these things, Maharaj gave heavy lectures to those devotees who proposed him that I want to do this, I want to do that. Some Matajis also, some educated Matajis proposed Maharaj, and Maharaj was so heavy on that particular lectures. You can hear LLP lectures.
Acha. Okay.
Yeah, Maharaj gave that. And there is a whole letter about Maharaj reads it. And when Mataji and Prabhuji, they are asking that there is a trend going on, neo-linguistic programming. This is what is the this is what is the
Yeah.
modern
Yeah.
trend that was going.
Mm, mm,
So
mm.
Maharaj gave that. NLP lectures, life coaching lectures are there. Maharaj gave so many lectures. It is no topic is the Maharaj didn't pick. So it is tough to become a Maharaj disciple and having a brand. It is not so easy to get a brand because
Correct.
now the
Correct.
trend is not to become a brand. If you want to become a brand, you have to speak streetly. There is
Correct.
there is a book, Guru Maharaj's book, Speaking Strongly is there. There is one
Yes,
devotee
I
who
know.
wanted
I
to,
know. I was
yeah,
through
who
once
wanted to
on the
translate
book
it.
table. The book was kept.
Yeah.
I was standing at one distribution time, and I
Mm,
was so the leader of that place came and told me you cannot distribute this book. So when
mm,
Maharaj came next time, I told him this happened. So he said, okay, no
mm,
problem. You put it down and you distribute it. So
mm.
this is so it happened. Yes. Yeah.
So what I'm trying to tell you is that this particular the thing what just flow went somewhere. I was speaking that what I was
Sorry,
speaking about.
I interrupted. You were talking about Speaking Strongly book.
That's okay, but before that, how I ended up into speaking strongly.
That you have to speak straight. It's difficult, you don't speak as it is.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
difficult to be a
The thing,
disciple of Guru Maharaj, he said.
yeah, yeah. Something actually, it was an important point. Something it just went evaporated from my mind. Again,
Sorry,
it will
I
come.
interrupted.
Yeah, actually, it was in the flow and just yeah, I was speaking about speaking strongly. Uh, uh, yeah, that is not coming to my brain now. Now it is just I lost it. Especially, it is very very important, but somehow it's not there. It will come. It will come later. Uh, yeah. See, the thing is that it's not so easy to create a brand of us having said all these things because Maharaj set a standards how you speak, and if you don't speak like that, then uh, yeah, I was speaking about this life coaching and all. So Maharaj was asked many times that we will do like this, and Maharaj didn't approve of that. And when Maharaj doesn't approve and you do it, it will be very disgraceful for Maharaj.
Correct.
So so that's the thing. So uh, okay, bro. Actually, I'm not getting that particular thing. Anyhow, Speaking Strongly is the book which should be distributed. Actually, they are
Correct.
not
Correct.
distributing
Yes.
the book.
Mm.
And I know a particular Prabhupada disciple. I should not say like that. Prabhupada disciple. They are all glorious. They have done so much of service. But he took particularly one particular page, which there is 110 page of the book.
Okay.
He particularly took it. This is too much, he said, and that too much, that was the hook for me to distribute that book. So many of them, Speaking Strongly.
Mm, mm,
And
mm,
I remember a particular sannyasi telling that Bhakti Vikas Maharaj doesn't follow Prabhupada. That is what is the comment he
mm,
came seeing. speaking strongly. So the thing is that you have enemies all around. Your
Correct.
devotees are itself your own enemies. So you can't get out of that. So
Yes.
when your guru is called enemy, then disciple how they will be called
Correct.
invited.
Mm.
So we should not expect. But at the same time, the thing is that our devotees also become so heavy imitating Maharaj that they burn out even God brothers. Even
Mm.
the even in the name, in the guise of becoming heaviness, we burn out unnecessarily. We should know. See, Maharaj at one point of time he said, now in last year's Vyasa Puja, if you hear, there was one particular lecture which Maharaj gave that my disciples are trying to speak like me. I request them to tone down their to get toned down. Something like that
Mm.
Maharaj
Mm.
told.
Acha. Okay.
Yeah, Maharaj, the last year Vyasa Puja lecture you can hear in Jagannath Puri.
Okay.
Maharaj, in
Where?
one Vyasa Puja
Tirupati.
address.
Tirupati.
No, Tirupati. In Tirupati lecture, Maharaj told particularly that I am, I am heavy. I can understand, but
Mm.
I'm getting complaints from devotees that my disciples are becoming unnecessarily heavy. So I request you to be more sensible and all.
Mm.
So it's
Mm.
like that.
So
So the
both
thing
sides
is
of the
that
coin, it needs to be
yeah, one
managed
should
very
know.
well. Mm.
One should know how to speak sensibly than unnecessarily becoming heavy. And
Prabhu,
so better.
you have to be gifted actually to do that. You know, it's not easy.
It is
Yeah.
like politics. It is like politics. You are in the politics at the same time. You are not corrupted. So
Mm.
it is like that.
Mm. Correct. Correct.
It is a razor's edge. The walking on the razor's edge. But still, some devotees are successful. They are doing it
Yes.
very
Yes.
nicely.
True. True. True.
And one more thing is that we have to travel, Prabhu. Actually, our devotees somehow, I'm very sorry that they are not traveling to various Vyasa pujas or various other sannyasis, to other temples. We should walk around, we should gel with other devotees,
Mm.
not just not just be with oneself. Otherwise,
Prabhu,
what will
last year
happen is,
I
mm,
went to Ujjain for Vyas Puja, Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj, and lot
mm,
of Prabhupada disciples came there, and their topic was reading. Books are the basis, and all
mm,
Prabhupada disciples were talking about reading Prabhupada's books. It was a very nice
mm,
program, 3 days festival, and otherwise I have not been before. So what I learned was Bhakti Charu Maharaj also, when he was present on, he would have his Vyas Puja celebrated like this, that they would all talk and read about Prabhupada books or different topics like this. And on the Vyas Puja day also, first half they would all glorify Prabhupada. Second half they would be, Vyas Puja festival. So
I know
at
I attended at least 5 years of Bhakti Charu Maharaj Vyasa Puja when Maharaj was there.
oh, okay.
Every
Last
year I used to go and put book table.
hmm,
And
right.
I will tell you maybe
But
later
Prabhu, when you say
personally.
about book
Um,
table, so last year when I
mm,
went, Prabhu, I was looking for Guru Maharaj books. There was Chandramauli Maharaj was there, his books were there, Radhanath Swami Maharaj books were there. But Prabhu, Guru Maharaj books were not there. And
no,
I asked the
mm,
brahmachari, I called the leader
mm.
book. I said, why you're not having Maharaj books? He said, I personally read Brahmachari and Krishna consciousness. And he said 2, 3 names of Guru Maharaj books, but he said that management something. So
No, what is his name?
I'll share you his name number.
No, I don't want his number. You can share me
I
his
don't
name.
remember his name. I'll have to look for it. And 1 second, 1 second.
Prabhuji,
The
it's
thing,
6:15. Yeah, we'll need to stop.
okay, Prabhu. Okay, Prabhu, I'm sorry. I'm very, very sorry.
Hare Krishna. So, bro, we'll catch up on phone. We'll discuss.
Okay, Prabhu.
You're in,
Just we will finish. You finished it? You finished it here. So we have to read from ignorance of real problems means. Okay. Okay, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. We'll stop
Hare.
here and we'll meet tomorrow at same time, 7:15 to 8:15. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sandhya vacha paditanam pavane Krishna video. His Bhakti, His Holiness Jagatguru Srila Prabhupada ki jai, His Holiness Bhakti Vikas Swami Maharaj ki jai, Modern Mission of Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nithai Gaur Premanand. Hari Hari Bol.